And we're back. Lovely tunes, Thomas. My co-host, Pyrian Flax.
Sup?
And it's another edition of the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9 show, otherwise known as the Shiver Show. Because, you know, I am
It is,
Shiver.
because it is.
Yes, because it is.
All Shiva all the time. Not the Pyrian show, it's a Shiva show. One day, Sheeps,
One day.
and you'll be my co-host.
Oh, I would love to be your co-host.
Would you really?
I think that would be a lot of fun.
Ah.
Yes.
Maybe someday.
Someday. We'll
I
make it
don't deserve
happen.
I don't deserve it. You've earned it, Sheeps. Come on.
No, I
No,
think
no, no, she's nice
no. I think we can make it happen.
No.
Someday.
No,
We
I
have
mean-
one more series today, period.
I'm a sofa guy, and yeah, we do have one series.
Wait, what? What do you mean you're a sofa guy?
I mean, I'm not a desk guy. I'm a sofa guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can.
Just can we swap?
Yeah.
Just for a sec. Just let
Don't
me
drink
see.
my tea,
I
okay?
won't drink your tea. Don't worry. It doesn't have any sugar in. I bet.
It does not actually. It has some honey in it though. Oh yeah. I feel like if you have this couch, you should. I
Other
don't know
people
why
have
you
to
don't
sit
sit
there.
like this. No,
Other
yeah,
people
but
have to
you
sit
know there's a little tiny space still available. You can sit on the edge.
That's true.
What do you think about the desk?
I don't know, Sheeps. Let's get back on track. I'm trying to host a show here.
Okay, sorry. Go for it.
Dagny, what do we have next? Nothing? A guest? Sheeps, why don't you see if anyone's at the door? Okay, let's
Okay.
go have a look.
Wait a second. 1 minute, please. Thomas? Can't open the door without some good music.
gotta have music.
Fog, wait for it. All right, we want something more active. This guy's gonna, I'm gonna open the door and he's gonna storm out. All right, you ready? I've actually not opened this door before. Don't pull back.
Ah!
Hey!
Yeah, my boy Yanis.
I
Got
stormed
him.
out. I stormed out. I
Welcome to
was
the
gonna,
Pyrian Flack show.
I was gonna keep holding the door, but
Of course.
seems a little rude.
See, this feels totally wrong. I'm not a
Does
desk
it? This is actually fairly
I like
comfortable.
This is nice.
What's next, host?
I can co-host from here. You can host from there.
I don't
I'll be
have
like
my
your
notes.
I'll be like your assistant.
You look very professor behind that desk. I'll be totally honest with you.
Listen to me, okay? I can't point at you with a flowery pen and be taken seriously.
You're making me cough, dude. Please stop.
Sorry.
I have to mute myself now.
Yeah. It's good.
Oh no, I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah. He's not going to make
I'm
it.
not gonna make it.
Yanis is poorly. If I was a better professor, I would have found a cure by now, but I have not. Switch to what? Okay, she
I
wants us to
think
switch back.
she wants us to switch back.
Just says switch.
Yeah.
Could mean anything. Pull a switch.
Man. This is fine. I like this
Yeah,
too.
dude.
This is good.
Sit
What's
next
up,
to my
buddy?
boy.
You know, I'm really glad that you guys got Pigeon's mom on and it wasn't my mom. I know that they've tried several times and it hasn't worked.
Hasn't
I'm
worked
really
out
Why
then.
would your
She
mom be
just
bad?
refused, or?
I don't think my mom would be bad. She just would embarrass the hell out of me.
I see.
I love her, but she would call, and I know exactly how she'd start the call.
Well, look, okay, do it.
I mean, if you want me to really do it,
Yes?
she uses a nickname for me. She calls me Yanni, so she'd be like, "Hi, Yanni," and it would be really embarrassing. So,
All right, hi, Yoni, how you
Yeah.
doing?
and then she'd probably follow that up with, "You haven't talked to me in ages." So,
Oh, no, well, that went bad real fast.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, again, love my mum to bits.
I love my mom too.
But yeah, that isn't a phone call. I know immediately we'd start talking about what we were doing here, and she'd sidetrack into what she'd done that day, and all the rest of it, like within like 2 seconds of the conversation. That's where I get that from. Like I'm having a conversation with someone, I have to fight an instinct that's been raised into
Yeah,
me.
that you
To
gotta
immediately
get your
go, oh
opinion
really?
out
Well,
there.
let me tell you about myself. But I used to do it a lot, and now I try not to do it. But it is like this. It's a
Program.
habit that she has that she's programmed into me. So I try not to do it.
That'll
Dennis, tell
happen.
me about your day.
My day?
Yeah, how was your day?
It's okay. I'm not feeling.
Let me tell you about my day.
Not
Okay.
feeling great.
See, it's annoying, isn't it? I know you're not feeling well, but you're here. You just get to chill on the couch. We get to watch the draft, and we get to hang out, right?
We do.
Yeah.
And this should be some good Dota. I'm looking
Dota.
forward to this,
Should
especially
be.
after the last series. We got to see the Invoker, which I think we've all kind of been wanting, like every single game. We're like Invoker, no, Invoker,
I've been invoking.
and then we got it.
Please?
So
Tough
That's-
lane, you still made it work. Like,
Yep.
testament to the boy.
Yeah. And of course, we have a rematch at the moment. We're going to have Liquid versus Fnatic. And earlier this tournament, they had a series. And it was super exciting one, actually. I think one game of them wasn't really great. One game was a bit one-sided, where Fnatic won just handedly. And then the last game of the series was so close. It was were very exciting, and Liquid won that series, so
Yeah.
Fnatic is ready for some revenge.
Yeah,
I hope
Envy
we
said it,
get.
didn't he?
I really hope we get some crazy game like that again too, right? From My Control's Enchantress to
Yeah.
GH's Epicenters, just everything was
Yeah.
spectacular. So let's get some 60-minute games with Fnatic are always the best. So I'm hoping for that.
So speaking of Fnatic, before this specific game and after previous game, I think was it Owen that got a hold of DJ? Who got a hold of DJ? It was Owen.
Yes, thank you very much, Shiva. I'm here with, of course, DJ from Fnatic. DJ, we just had quite a series from your team. You were able to pull off some pretty impressive plays. I just wonder, how does it feel at the moment playing with this current roster of Fnatic? Because you guys, you're on the up and up.
I feel like we have a pretty good lineup right now, and we're all feeling pretty good. I think only the draft matters when we play the game. If we have a bad draft, like we're always gonna have a bad game, and when we have a good draft, we're always gonna have a good game.
And your next series now that we're going to be seeing you play, of course, up against Liquid that we already saw before. You guys did drop to them previously, but you had a lot of very sort of close points, to the point where it may have looked like you were able to take the games. How confident do you feel in this rematch up against them today?
We're still confident, even though we lost to them. But like we learned some lessons, so yeah, I hope we can take them down right now.
Oh, well, we'll see if the lessons learned paid off. As we'll pass back to you, Shiv, as we get ready for Liquid versus Fnatic.
Yeah, thank you, Owen. Lessons learned, I guess, in that first series, and I think Fnatic, having already had one series under their belt today, I think they are in a better shape than what they were 2 days ago.
Nicely warmed up.
They played well, I think, in those games. I mean, we did say in the first game that I think they left it pretty late to close the game out against the Medusa, but it kind of felt like, I didn't feel like it was getting away from them. I just kind of felt like they were maybe against certain teams, certain lineups, it could have, and they do need to be careful about that. But I still understand that they were like, let's just make sure. And I feel like, you know, Medusa ain't going to get like any scarier than when she's got the rapier. Like, I get it.Maybe she could get another one or whatever, but it's like, they were thinking, well, she's pretty much as scary as she's going to get, so we'll just wait, we'll make sure. And they did, and they won. So
72k gold lead.
Yeah.
yes, it's a big lead. You know, why not make sure? Why not simply
Why not make sure?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to. Throwing away those games is devastating. That can
Yes.
affect you for an entire day, even like further tournaments and stuff like that. If you have losses like that.
I mean, they still talk about the Navi game, right? Like, it happens.
Exactly.
And like Yanni says, it's too much of a burden mentally, I think, to lose a game like that. You're just like, oh my God, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So just make sure.
I was super impressed though with the third game they just had. To be honest, like, sure, like Templar Assassin's a pretty hard hero to play, and they were able to counter it pretty heavily as the game progressed. But it wasn't even just their plays. It was like itemization for me, just all over the place. Like everything they did, like getting the gem at a perfect time too. I was thoroughly impressed with everything they did there.
Yeah.
They played really well.
And they're going up against Team Liquid, a tough opponent for sure. Before this series, Owen got a hold of Mind Control.
Yes, Shiv, I'm here with Mind Control from Liquid as he gets ready for his matchup against Fnatic. MC, how's it been this LAN? You've been playing with Heem by your side, and he seems to be on the up because he's getting targeted in the draft. We're seeing his AA getting banned out.
Yeah, I mean, he can play some heroes like A, and they just ban it because it's auto-win for us. So, I mean, Heen is pretty positive, and I think we can do it today with another hero.
And your series yesterday was a bit of a rough one, where you got knocked down to the lower bracket. Is there much you can sort of take away as that series? Because it must be hard being this sort of temporary lineup with Heen. Do you think, how are you going to be able to make the adaptations to look stronger in the rest of this tournament?
I think just Secret figured out how to play against our Wisp, and that's why it looked so rough. But the game wasn't that rough as it seemed. It will. If we played a bit better, I think we would have won the games.
Awesome. Well, a lot of confidence here from Mind Control, and we'll see if it pays off in the match against Fnatic.
Ancient Apparition auto win for Team Liquid at the moment. It was banned by Secret. It was not banned by Fnatic, by the way. That was perhaps cause of their downfall.
Maybe. I mean, we saw Secret just targeted Heen like crazy. Right? Just like,
Yeah.
just heroes that he would play. I mean, I think that's definitely one approach. When you're, I mean, obviously, you know, Liquid are going into this knowing that if they can't find a good hero for Heen, that's a big problem for them. But then they do still need to worry about the rest of the draft for sure. And Heen's a great player. Like,
He really is.
make no mistake, this guy's a pro player. So yes, it's not like they've still got Miracle. He'll be back, but they need to make do. but they're making do with Heen, so I think they're going to be okay.
I think they will show an exciting game. I hope so. And for this series, just like any other series, you have another chance to vote for your Hacks MVP. And today has been really good.
Best day of MVP.
Best day of MVP so far. And again, you can vote hashtag and then the player name. Here you have them all.
Everyone's already probably spamming hashtag Heen. I know them.
I mean,
I know these.
yes.
I know these people.
That probably will happen. We will just ignore that unless Heen is a worthy MVP, which would be super hype. It would be super hype.
Yeah. What are we expecting from this matchup? Apart from, I mean, exciting games. I think maybe even long games. We've seen Fnatic going for those longer games mostly. Are we thinking this is going to be Fnatic favorite for this the second time that they face each other?
If they can get a comfortable draft, I think DJ kind of said it in his interview a bit. It's like when they can get drafted, they're very, very comfortable with. They can play very spectacular Dota. And when they've got DJ on one of his, oh god, I almost said it. When they've got DJ on one of his special heroes, sorry, I said DJ. Like that's Sand King. He just has some very commanding performances. So that could be a key to their success. I think just having these ways to start the fight, either those key initiators or having something like Envy on the Lone Druid, I think are the key to victories for Fnatic.
So there's bans already. AA has been banned.
Oh, we've got the draft already starting.
Disruptor and Chen banned by Liquid.
Wow, Fnatic. Look at those bans.
I mean, we saw the Mind Control Enchantress. That was cause of the victory from Liquid over Fnatic on Thursday.
So they just take the Sand King first, right? It's like Sand King, or do they... I don't know if they change it up and go for the Tiny.
I mean, Sand King seems to have been like the hero of the tournament so far for me. Like, he must be the winningest hero.
When we were casting, when me and Owen were casting like the SCI qualifiers, Sand King was the big one to look at.
It's
in
huge,
SCI.
right?
It was massive.
The hero gives you so much.
Oh, look at, Gyro was banned out in that last series, in the first 3 every time. So
Right.
That makes sense too.
But that means Liquid could now take Sand King and, well, basically whatever they want now. So they could match it up.
Yeah, both GH and DJ and Sand King have been really great.
It's hard. It's actually hard to choose between them, and that's tribute to DJ, I think. But I mean, GH for me is still the best on that hero. But DJ was phenomenal on it in that last series.
I think you take the Sand King
100%.
because you're not only just grabbing it for yourself, but you're denying it.
Yeah.
From Fnatic, so they could still go for the Tiny here if they want. Very good versus Gyro. It's that or Viper, right? They like Viper a lot versus Gyrocopter. Oh, the other green hero. Okay, Veno.
The other green hero. So this
Matuma Man's favorite hero.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
Dude, he loves playing that.
He was complaining when we were having food the other day. Do you know?
Was he really?
He's like, oh, they're making me play all this Veno. And
dude, we played pubs with him and he chose the Veno, man. He's not allowed to complain
He's
about
just
it.
trolling.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, he knows his job. Matthew's job is to play a hero like this or like DK and be like that solid player, enables Mind Control and GH to be the playmakers. He's like, he's just this super dependable guy.
Yeah. I think with this Veno, though, it's similar to the Viper. I think you have to ban the Phantom Lancer in the 3rd, 4th, or in the 4th, 5th, that is, for Liquid. Because I don't think they want to deal with PL when you have a Venomancer core.
No.
And they took the Rubik, so now they'll actually be able to like steal the Sand King stuns and be able to make those big plays. And the no field's going to be a big factor in
Help
this game
against
too.
them, yeah.
First Veno and Sand King, it can be real nice. And it's a classic pairing, right? Gyro Rubik.
5 seconds remaining.
Do they ban PL now, or do you think you wait a bit?
I think they probably should, but we'll see. They take out the DP, which Fnatic obviously loves so much. Try not to listen to them.
I'm trying not to listen. It's very
hard.
difficult.
I listen because I like to hear what they're saying. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting, and I know that people watching at home would love to listen in on the draft chat going on because it is fascinating.
It really is.
I think Will was the one who mentioned it the other day. I love hearing the difference between the two teams, like what styles, how
so much difference.
It just tells a lot about how they think about the game.
It tells a lot about how incredible like Dota is as a game too, right? Like that's how diverse it can be. Like everybody has a different view on the game.
I mean, if you think about it, these guys, I mean, if someone like Kuro has probably played more pro Dota games than most people will ever play, right?
Yeah.
So this is a guy who knows the game inside out. These aren't instant snap picks. It still takes time to think. It's like, it really is, like he said, a game of chess.
Okay, so they
Side
take
ban,
out the
Pugna
Pugna
ban.
instead. So there is going to be that PL left in the pool if Fnatic wants to go for something like that. There's always going to be the Sanking. Oh, Sanking is good versus PL. That's the one thing, but Veno suffers. But
Do you think Liquid could even take PL themselves, or wouldn't you want to do it against the
10
gyro?
seconds remaining.
I mean, I guess they could.
Team Liquid's turn to
Nature's Prophet ban.
They need a mind control hero. Beastmaster's still in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've seen Liquid focus mind controls heroes as in trying to give him a great matchup.
I often see game 2 against Liquid people suddenly start focusing mind control heroes. They're like, we got to ban all these MC heroes.
3 of them already, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
And the IO
Coming
was
straight
there,
in.
to make mind controls hero big, so maybe even 4 in a way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like a sort of a sideways mind control ban.
Yep.
Yeah. What's the Heen hero here? Something like a Witch Doctor?
Witch
just something
Doctor.
Very safe, right?
I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
he has really played mostly Witch Doctor Nation Operation. It's not that surprising.
Great hero in lane.
It's just-
Fantastic
yeah.
hero in lane.
It's
Yeah.
safe hero, right? It works really well with Veno, too. Maledict plus Veno is
Yeah,
pretty
the
devastating.
ticks of the damage and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
10
His ult can be
seconds
very, very
remaining.
good in fights, but it's not like his focus. I think the real focus is his heal is nice. The bongos, if you catch them just right, is like an amazing stun. If you get it just right.
I love how you just call it the bongos.
Bongos.
It cracks me up every time.
And I mean, Maledict is like one of my absolute favorite spells as a support. It's so good for stealing those early
Yeah.
kills.
Well, we saw. I mean, Yapsword went like beyond godlike on.
Yeah,
Witch
dude had like 18
Yeah.
kills or something. It was insane.
Liquid's turn
There's the Elder Titan.
Okay.
Newbie did not have luck with Elder Titan.
No, they did not.
So it should be DJ Rubik, right? Or is it for Parladai Rubik?
I think probably DJ Rubik this time around.
Because they both play both.
Yeah, I think they want to prioritize the Rubik's farm though. I think ET. I've seen Pi played a bunch of times too, so I would imagine that they want the Rubik to get more farm in this game because
Yeah.
he's got very good steals. I mean, if he gets an Aghanim Scepter in this game,
Oh yeah.
right, he's gonna have
Yes.
a plethora.
A plethora, you're right. Yeah,
That was a good-
a
that's-
plethora. of spells.
That was the best. That's the word that just came to mind.
That's great.
Great word.
I love it. It's a great word. I'm so
Thank you,
happy.
thank you, Professor.
I'm so proud of you. A+.
With the big words.
I don't know if they give pluses and when professors mark stuff. I'll give you a B-. Is it, or do they give
give
you a
plus.
number?
They
They do the pluses?
They do plus.
I'm going to give you an A++.
Wow.
Wow.
Yanni.
Thanks, Yanni.
Don't make him laugh.
Stop making me laugh, Dad. I can't
Sorry.
stop coughing if you do that to me.
Picking the Tony here.
Mm-hmm. Tiny, we mentioned how it's great versus that gyrocopter.
Mm-hmm.
They can put a lot of pressure out with this hero too.
Mhm.
Great versus Elder Titan as well, because you get that like plus armor and everything too. So you don't worry so much about the aura.
Who's playing the Tiny for Liquid? Is it gonna be Mind Control Tiny? Or is it gonna be Kuro Tiny?
I guess we don't know exactly. I'd imagine it would be mind
I
control,
think
but
mind control, yeah.
we don't know 100% yet. Yeah. So elusive.
I also think the Tiny Pig, he's got a very big tree. It's like a counter to Elder Titan having a very big stapler, right? So it's like,
Oh, I like that.
you know, you've got a staff, Rubik's staff, Witch Doctor staff. That's the staff counter. His staff is taller. Elder Titan has a big stapler / briefcase. Well, we'll counter that with a giant
And
tree.
then they've got Veno, who's kind of like a bug, so they pick Weaver, who's kind of like
Weaver,
a bug
bug
to counteract that.
yeah.
Oh, you're onto something here.
So-
But Weaver gets picked into a lineup where 4 people already have disables. 3 people, sorry.
Yeah, I think that, man, the Weaver for me is a little concerning. Tiny is very good traditionally versus that hero because you can burst Weaver a lot of the times in the fights. You get a blink like Weaver's got like 1,000 HP until you start getting a lot of items past that level 10 mark.
So what's their logic here? To pick it up anyway.
That MV likes the hero. He did well in it in other games, I think. So
He wants to build a hood as well, right?
Yeah.
And all these heroes are
Okay.
magic, like a lot of magic damage.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's gonna go something like that.
And you already got the Rubik for that as well, I guess.
Yeah. I'm thinking he can always like cut the backlines and kill the Witch Doctor in the starts of the fights. And
Yeah.
if he's avoiding the Sanking Tiny, he can actually have his way in the fights.
also, I mean, he's obnoxious. You know what I mean? You have to chase him down.
Yeah.
So far, their catch is
Sand King.
Sand King and I
Yeah.
guess Blink Tiny. So he's thinking, yes, if Tiny jumps me, I'll have to, until he gets a hood, yes, there's always a risk of him being blown up.
I think also probably for the lane, right? If they are expecting that Tiny to be aggressive, the
You don't want
bugs,
to, yes, he
the
can
swarm,
stay back.
the swarm can be really strong too because Tiny's so low armor.
Right.
Big builds up, you start dealing a lot of damage.
And he doesn't have to stand right in the creep wave and tank the
Yeah.
tree cleave and stuff, right? Abaddon.
Ooh, I heard Abaddon.
Yeah, I heard
Abaddon.
one. The Weaver also, another thing you can give him is some Roche, right, too. The Swarm is always going to
Yes.
be useful for that. I know
Yeah.
Fnatic is a team that always prioritizes having like some heroes that can take that Roche on. They
Yeah.
always have like Beastmaster, Weaver, something like that.
And they
take it.
also fight an awful lot at Roche.
Yeah.
Like in the games against Newbie, a lot of those big team fights happened at Roche. I mean, I know that tends to happen in these games, but more than most others, I always seem to see Fnatic in some crazy
Yeah.
Roche fight.
Oh, some other. This is actually. I mean, I don't know if this is a reason why they pick it too, but Weaver with Gyro also. The bugs give you vision with flak too, right? So you can
yeah.
flak people who are
Nice.
swarmed.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah, that could be
actually.
kind of cool if that can happen in the fights.
Yeah, they all delta split and you just get the bugs on them. That's nice.
I mean, the previous series, there was a lot of team fighting coming out from Fnatic, so
Yeah.
compared to those drafts, this draft's actually looking a little bit less on the team fight heavy. But
And
with
yet-
the flak and the swarm, that kind of gets solved a bit then. And obviously, Other Titan is great.
Wondering what the last pick for Universe is. I'm imagining it's going to be some type of pipe carrier, some like Underlord or the Centaur that he played in the last game,
Or Abaddon.
or Abba, of course, that they said. Yeah.
Just looking at their push so far, I think Unlord would be nice for giving lanes a good shove.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that yeah, like lane shover and pipe carrier for the most part versus Liquid's draft right now. Because I think versus Veno, you always just like, we need magic resistance.
I mean, if they have the Rubik null and you get a pipe, that's an
Yeah.
insane amount of magic resist against a team that has a
And
lot of magic. now.
and it is the Underlord. I figured it had to be one of those that build those items.
Yeah.
Wow.
the
And it
Twin
helps
Star ban
Roche.
also.
That's
Yeah.
another thing too. Is the Firestorm always helps you take Roche on.
Yep. They need some a real good right clicker here, I think, Liquid.
They need a hero for Kuro, I
10
think.
seconds remaining.
What can they go for the first head Underlord? They could do the traditional, like, I mean, we don't see it too often, but like Monkey King or Ursa, just
Oh,
to
yeah.
dominate that Underlord.
Yeah.
Or I think maybe they switch and they put the Tiny different lane now. Now they match the Tiny versus the Underlord in the lane, and they pick a different carry or a different offlaner for my control.
They put Tiny for Kuro.
Yeah. I'm not too sure just yet.
I do feel like they need. I mean, I think Gyro Weaver late game that right click is going to be too much for versus Veno Tiny. I think they would want a really good late game right click.
Yeah, someone can take those objectives too. Like sure, Veno can threaten, of course, with the wards and stuff, but
It's not like devastating. The Lone Druid's banned, right? That's a
yeah, that was banned early on, right?
Yeah.
Liquid doesn't want to play versus Fnatic's Lone Druid. They look super comfortable on it.
Oh, they're thinking real hard.
Well, we'll find out in 5 seconds.
They banned the Timber. We saw Kuro do well on that the other day. They're going to random it?
No, and what will be the OD?
Oh,
Thousands.
that could be in the safe lane versus Underlord. That makes Underlord real unhappy, and
Yeah.
Hiroki takes it right now. So
Wow.
All right.
that is a real good pick versus this Underlord. Huh.
Which way
Why is it
does
so
the
good
draft
against Underlord? Why is it so
sway?
just real
Because
quick?
it's pure damage.
Just the pure.
You're pure damage, and you're able to get tons of stacks, and the lane is miserable for
Oh, wow.
Underlord. Oh
Whew.
wow.
Talk to me. You're first upfogged.
I'm a big fan of the Underlord of the Outward Devourer pick. I'm gonna go with Liquid for this one. I think that's really solid.
Yeah,
versus
the
that
OD
Yep.
got you on their side.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think, Ted?
I ride or die with Yanni. That's it.
Yanni?
So I'm saying Liquid all the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Game 1. This is already 2 teams that are in the top 3. But only one of them can move forward to the grand finals. Let's see who gets a head start here rather, in the series with Capitalist and Blitz.
Welcome back, everybody. It is a fresh series here. Team Liquid versus Fnatic. Best of 3. Who's going to be heading to that grand finals to face up against Team Secret? Both these teams have a shot at it here. Fnatic have already lost once to Team Liquid. William, you feeling this draft that they've got going on right now?
I'm kind of feeling it.
Why kinda?
You're talking about Liquid's draft, right?
No.
Oh, you're talking
Talking
about
about
Fnatic's draft?
Fnatic's.
I mean, Fnatic's draft is basic. That's normal.
Prepare for battle.
Liquid's got Venomancer, who I'd never seen anybody play. The only
That's
other team that I
true.
saw play was like Pain Gaming.
Yeah, I've never seen a Liquid Veno before.
They were just like, arms, get in there. We don't care what you do. Good luck. I kind of feel bad for Matu.
That he never gets to play anything fun.
Yeah, it's like this is the one tournament that you get to,
Everyone's
kind of mess
messing around, and
Oh,
Matu's.
I think Kuro OD is one of the heroes that he hadn't played. He was talking before the game that.
Oh my! Really?
He's trying to hit that. Yeah,
He's
yeah. He's
actually
trying to hit
just.
that and yet
This
Matu's
is
gotta
all
play
about
Veno.
Kuro.
That's kind of messed up.
None of this is about Liquid. This is all about Kuro.
This is kind of calling you out here. You're gonna make your teammate play Venomancer, and you're going to pick yourself OD. One of the more fun cores to play.
Yeah.
Because you feel so strong. You're just like boom, boom.
Even from the start, if he's going to be matched up against Underlord, which does look like Fnatic are going to try and dodge here, but the fact that you just get to dominate your lane against the offlaner.
What a guy.
Liquid are going to try and switch it up here now that they realize that Fnatic is going to be running an aggro lane. Fnatic are running some pretty standard stuff, at least when it comes to them anyway. They're going to be having the Eternal Envy Weaver. We saw that one before, running kind of similar to the Razor. In fact, I was a bit surprised they didn't pick the Razor in the first place. Why do you think they picked the Weaver against all this magic damage and disables that Liquid had in their first 4?
Is it a ton of disables? Like,
I mean,
Sand King's kind of
it was Sand King and Tiny. Witch Doctor isn't really a disable.
I think you're okay against those.
Against Tiny? Isn't Tiny enough burst that...
No, you're sure. I'm sure you're fine. There's a certain point
What
where it
is
becomes
enough
okay.
burst then?
Uh-huh.
If Tiny isn't enough burst, then what is?
Envy's gonna get a hood or something.
Oh, he definitely is getting a hood this game.
He is. I once saw this man build Hooded Defiance on Slark. He is liable to do anything.
We've seen it on the Drow Ranger as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's done that. In
that
fact,
was crazy.
His last game, he did have a Hooded Defiance on Weaver, so I have no doubt in my mind that he's going to go for it.
He's just gonna build a Hooded Defiance, and then what's anybody gonna do against him?
Well, hopefully he gets that on pretty early. Kuro does switch over his lanes, and so he's matched up against Universe's Underlord. Universe trying to do what he can against this OD.
Oh,
I can tell you from experience, Splits, this lane is really awful, but it's only awful around level 3 or level 4. So you just relish in like the first 2 minutes of the game. You just do whatever you can. Mind control.
You are getting low, but they are not willing to commit for that. GH even gonna stun. Sand King's been a good hero so far in this tournament. We saw GH and DJ. DJ also put on quite the Sand King performance.
Yes.
Earlier today.
Gonna go for the kill again here. Burrow strike out, paralyzing cask already on the Pylai die.
Nice.
Easy first blood. And GH isn't really that low. In fact, they're gonna be able to get the double avalanche here. And DJ may just die with a sandstorm picked up by GH at level 2. He is in no threat whatsoever. Fnatic, their aggro tri-lane falls apart.
Yeah, and Weaver is actually not that good of a aggro trend laner because you need levels. Your Shikuchi being such a high cooldown at level 1.
Yeah.
It's not very fun at all. But this mid lane, Abed seems to be losing by a little bit as he is just getting spit on.
Yeah, you can't really challenge Venomancer a whole lot. Your Rocket Barrage and Missile, you'll never be able to really get close to that Venomancer without him dishing out some serious damage first.
It's like a... When I think in basketball terms about like what Matu is, he's like a lockdown defender, you know? You try to neutralize the enemy's star player.
Okay.
Just pick Venomancer and Viper and try to slow everybody down.
I'm sure Jeremy Lin will very much appreciate that reference.
All right, this top lane though, Underlord is dominating. What's going on?
As expected.
Yes.
In the first couple levels. But then it gets really bad.
Then it gets real rough.
Once he starts getting his Arcane Orb, then our Underlord is very unhappy.
Now then he just becomes an int stealing machine.
Yeah. But before that, you don't have Arcane Orb, and you already have kind of low damage, so the Underlord's passive actually works pretty well against you.
Yeah, as Kuro gonna get zoned out of this lane once again. Gonna let his Astral get a last hit for him, but Universe is still quite happy here as Pylai die. Gonna run into GH. Tries to toss him into the Ancients. Bit of a spiteful play. He's gonna get the stun off.
Wasn't GH the one to do that? Didn't he like kick somebody into the Ancients? Paralyzing cast is going to bounce to DJ and back to Pylai Die. Finally, though, DJ does get his Spirit. It actually hit Heen as well, so he's going to get a lot of extra damage out of this, but he does have Maledict on him. Not feeling comfortable with it. He'll refresh his Spirit damage and movement speed to make sure he stays ahead of GH. He's going to go for the Stomp play. Burrow Strike will stop him here. They're going to try and fight this one out, but GH, he's actually taking so much damage. Heen is going to die here first, and DJ's not done with this just yet. He's going to try and use that extra damage to push back the Sand King, and GH has to retreat.
GH is like, I've made a horrible mistake. You are not going to fight against that man. As he does have a Mango, trying to bait Pylai Die into the fight, but Pi is wise to his antics.
And GH does not have Caustic Finale yet, so he can't really play that Orb game. Slow down these heroes.
Yes, now Kuro's starting to get pretty aggressive in this lane.
Kuro's refusing to go the Orb.
It's okay. Sure, this is fine.
Almost all ODs in this matchup I've seen get Orb by level 4.
Yeah, he's innovative.
All right.
Real innovative. He told me he was going to show me his skill in this game.
The stomp attempt here. Burrow Strike's going to land first, but the Rocket Barrage is already out from the Gyrocopter, and GH is just going to die. Tries to go for the Sandstorm dodge, doesn't actually make it. Now, the poison may be enough, but Matumba Man's still going to have his head beat in by DJ. This Elder Titan is going to work.
He is trying to eat that Tango. Will it be enough? He's getting pretty low right now. The Sting is going to run out, as does the Gale. He is just fine, thanks to that Tango. What a nice guy Pylai Die is.
Helps out his homie.
Abed, though, with the double Mango.
You know what the funny part is? Kuro's not getting any luck on his aura either. It's actually out of mana.
It's the Veno picking Karma. Ice Rock senses. He's gonna get it in the next one. That's how the odds work.
But if he doesn't, it's kind of screwed.
He could try.
That's true. Trying to take this big stack.
Oh, he did.
He didn't get it.
Okay. Somebody does not like you out there.
Mind control. Picks up a tree. GH is actually going to go for Universe here. Now, they don't actually have any damage whatsoever from Kuro. No Orb, no Imprisonment mana. Actually does have the Imprisonment mana and gets a refresh. Heen is going to join them here. Telekinesis is going to buy them a little bit of time. Goes for the Dark Rift out. The damage is going to be slow, especially with the Maledict. He might just be able to make it away to the fountain. It looks like the damage is just not going to be there. Gets away. Meanwhile, DJ kills Mind Control, and Matumba Man's going for a dive onto Abed, going for the TP out. The Underlord is going to replace our Gyrocopter here in the mid lane.
Abed gonna go for the Shrine.
Burrow Strike up the river onto Rubik.
And it looks like they want to
go
on this.
Get the Gale on top of Pylai Die. Slow it down enough, they could just beat him in. There's not a whole
Universe
lot the
is trying to get the deny.
To do about this, but he does manage to get the deny. Oh, now the Weaver's here. Eternal Levy's going to go for the kill on Matumba Man. GH trying to get up into the high ground.
Rocket.
Matumba Man, barely able to get away in time. Abed not able to get that Messel out fast enough. Eternal Levy should be fine against the Maledict, and he is.
Everyone just backing out. A lot of rotations coming in. Nice deny, though, from Universe. Didn't even try to do anything there. He understood, I'm an Underlord. The best value that you're going to get is getting that deny off.
Yeah.
Kuro is still not proccing any charges.
But now that he's got level 4 Imprisonment, he does push in the wave pretty heavily. He'll start threatening that tower a little bit.
Yeah, second in net worth right now in this game. A lot of ODs have been going for the Ring of Aquila lately to try to offset this, give yourself some mana regen on top of some extra stats. But he's going to opt not to do that and go for the straight 4-staff instead.
Kuro perhaps believing that the luck will fall in his favor later on into the game. Ooh, smoke up. What is this? Abed's already quite low.
Is this really the smoke that they want to do?
I guess they want to go for the dive at top.
Yeah, with the Super Spirit. I think it hit the Ancients too. So
Universe.
DJ.
Maledict on him.
Oh, he hits so hard right now.
Oh, DJ's just going to come in. One hit onto Heen, two hits, and a third. Actually, one. No, it's still not enough. Dominating streak for DJ.
Oh, man. I was like, he's going to pick up a lot of damage. I saw it go through all the Ancients.
Yeah.
And the stack. Look how many creeps that had to pass through. That was absurd. That is a lot of stacks, too.
Man.
The triangle is so good for the Gyrocopter to work with in this game.
He has so much gold in so little levels. He's level 4, but he has a Medallion of Courage already.
Oh, that is not under. He's 4-1-1 right now. That suitcase was stacked with like bricks and rocks.
How's our boy Mind Control doing? He's actually top of the net worth right now against this Weaver, so he's doing all right.
He's gonna do it again.
Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up.
Go to all the creeps. Pass through.
The best part is he can refresh this damage by using the Spirit again if he wants.
Yeah. A lot of stacks right now. First team to work with. Very good team play.
But they do not have the fastest clears of those camps, right? Gyrocopter with his flat cannon.
It'll take Gyro a little bit, but
Yeah.
it won't be that bad. You could also bring the Underlord to bring in some of the bigger creeps.
I just would not be surprised if Liquid have plenty of opportunity to contest those.
Yeah. They should know about it, especially after what happened to...
Yeah.
Heen should be the storyteller. He's like, guys, learn from my mistakes. They're gonna
Sure
smoke
enough,
up.
they're going to go for the smoke. Maybe they want to get some aggressive vision down, but Mataba Man needs help. He's going to get out the poison. Going to be stomped upon. Highlight Die going to join him here with the telekinesis, but a Bro Strike's going to come in. See if they can actually get the counter kill onto Abed. Kuro is going to help him out here as well. Throws his damage into the pool. Abed just tries to get out what he can. A toss forward onto the OD is going to be able to get the imprisonment, setting up for the extra kill onto the support. Highlight Die will also fall here, so gank from Fnatic turns a little bit sideways. As Liquid are able to counter it, pick up an extra kill.
Yeah. Veno does die, but in return, they're going to grab 2 kills. Meanwhile, Envy, completely untouched. We saw what his Weaver did too against OG.
Already has a raindrop, knowing it's a bit dangerous in this game against the Tiny.
Yeah. He's just got to survive. It's mainly burst damage on the side of Liquid.
Yeah.
There's some tick too from the Veno, but it's probably one of the more value hood games I've seen in a while.
If he can survive through that burst, then he's got a lot of value out of the time lapse.
Yeah.
Top lane, he's actually going for the kill onto He, and the Witch Doctor going to be chased down. Eternal Envy makes good use of the haste rune he had earlier. Rotates up to top, finds a surprise kill. Elder Titan's going to try and position himself in front of this push from Liquid. Knowing that the Weaver is gone, they want to try and challenge the tower, especially with the Siege Wagon up. It's that 10-minute timing. Good for any kind of push. Kuro spotted out. Eternal Envy goes invis before he can get the imprisonment down. Meanwhile, GH does indeed see all of these stacks. They're going to try and interrupt some of it.
I don't think this is GH's best play that he could potentially make as Pylai die. Went for the lift, if you saw.
Yeah, I tried to go for the toss onto the Sandstorm. Doesn't get it.
Abed killed the creep. He was not on the same page there.
And at the same time, they do manage to take that offlane tower, which makes invading into that triangle area a lot easier for Liquid.
Yeah, that's a massive stack for them to mess with, too.
And GH is just going to keep on trying to take some of it with the Sandstorm level 2. TP up to the top lane, thinking Kuro needs some help here. Dark Rift's going to be thrown down, trying to save Eternal Envy. And this should be enough. They don't nearly have the burst damage to threaten an Underlord.
And Mind Control is trying to go for the toss.
They're going to try and go for a kill here on Matamba Man, already setting up the homing missile. Here comes Pylai Die from behind. Now he's pretty low, but leading with the telekinesis into the homing missile. They get a combination of stuns that don't let Matamba Man get a single spell off. Fnatic, Eternal Envy, and Universe, after their escape from the top lane, now join the rest of their team in mid.
What a nice rotation. They played that so fast.
Yeah.
They saw the TPs to that top lane.
Uh-oh, GH.
Immediately make that play. GH gonna send his natural defense mechanism.
Envy's not going for that kill, though. He's going for the wraparound. Poor Heen again. Not playing his signature Ancient Apparition. Instead, it's its Witch Doctor. And all he's finding is death so far. Mind Control, not with an early Blink Dagger, but a Shadow Blade. He's going to try and find an opening here. Now, looks like they just managed to get the Gale onto Universe. Now, he does have a hood. It's going to take a while to be able to kill him, but he doesn't really have an escape mechanism. Fortunately, the toss doesn't land. And Mind Control is now the one in trouble with a missile onto him. A Stomp is going to be able to follow that one up. Burrow Strike complete whiff out. Now Eternal Envy set up with an Earth Splitter onto Mind Control. Snaps it back, hits Kuro as well. They're also damn low. They're going to be able to go for multiple kills. They dive into the tower. Matamba Man, he's going to be one up next. Imprisonment onto Abed. Buys him a little bit of space. GH just sacrifices himself to try and get any kill he can, and that's going to be the kill on a Pylai Die. Abed sticks around to make sure that the Sand King does go down. Heen daring his life to try and challenge here. Many of them were quite low thanks to the poison of the Venomancer, but Liquid were not able to get any sort of disables out in time. Fnatic managed to skitter away pretty much all of them at about half HP.
Yeah, that was such a costly stun from GH. He commits, doesn't find anything, which then allows Fnatic to turn around. It's the second game that we've seen him have quite the rough laning phase.
Yeah.
The early game for the Sand King, once again, a little bit poor here. And it was opting to go for the Underlord, who is so tanky.
Go for the dive. Mind Control diving behind that mid tower. Tries to get Pylite dive, but a stolen imprisonment catches Mind Control in an awkward space. Behind the tower, but no TPs in from Fnatic. They're pretty happy with Pylite die escaping, because after all, they took that top lane tower at the same time. A Dark Rift in. They wanted to be able to defend their mid, but GH just made a commitment that he cannot back up. Missile's going to be able to stop that Sandstorm, held in by the Pit of Malice as well. GH has no escape here. The rest of the team from Liquid trying to follow that in next to the tower, but Fnatic have an Eternal Envy Weaver. Hasted up, tossed up in the air. They're going to try and get some damage out, force out the time lapse, put them on the defensive. Fnatic going to hide back behind their tower. Looks like DJ eventually did die to the poison here as well as the wards.
Oh, that is surprising. That is
Another
a big
catch,
sprint.
the same Sentry, Envy!
He knew about it too.
You just got hit by that.
Unfortunate death as Kuro now pressing forward. He understands that nobody else really in position, but Universe is not the target that you necessarily want to go for.
Mind Control's going in through the back line here behind the tier 2, knowing that heroes like this Gyrocopter will die to his combination.
But not going to find anybody. Pylite die, and Universe. And Universe has had the best position in this game. Like, he's played this game flawlessly. Every
Great
single
laning
time.
phase.
Yeah. He is always there to defend the tier 1 towers and make it difficult for Liquid to press in. Like, this is what you want out of an Underlord player. You don't want to just farm. You want to make sure that you're getting the right kind of farm, the dangerous farm. And that's exactly what he's done. Good use of his ults too as Fnatic. They're all going to smoke.
Oh, this is a classic Fnatic move. But they pop the Solar Crest. They're actually going to pop the smoke on him on top of Man here, but he managed to get off his ultimate. So now, maybe with the Paralyzing Cask, Liquid, they're not going to challenge. They just give up Matumba Man.
A lot of poison spreading, but they've got a pipe ready.
Yeah.
So this is not going to do nearly as much as
Exactly why they don't really challenge, but Mind Control just got the toss back onto the Gyrocopter, straight into Kuro. Abed in big time trouble, especially with the Maledict. Kuro, look at how greedy he is, force-staffs himself forward just to make sure he will secure that last hit.
That's quite a lot of gold right now going on the side of Liquid. That kill of DJ was worth 700. That kill of Abed is worth quite its own bounty, 515. Very well done is they're just picking off cores now. Only one not to die in this game so far, Universe. We talked about him being very stable for them so far.
Yeah.
It's going to be the mid tower that they go for next as DJ already set up for this. They went for that Roche attempt because they had such an early Solar Crest pickup.
On top of that, they have the Underlord, the Weaver, a lot of minus armor or good Roche taking damage.
They really want this tower, and they're even going to commit.
Coming in, the tier 1 tower is going to drop soon. The Pit of Malice managed to catch 2 with the Firestorm out. That's a lot of damage to start this fight. The Splitter, oh, it can actually grab a couple of heroes here. It's going to be Kuro. Hit by that one, the missile as well, making sure he can't get the imprisonment off. It's up in a second, but he's beaten down a little bit too quickly. Now Liquid have to fight this one out, but they're just blown out of the water here as Fnatic overwhelm them inside of the river. Now Mind Control's going to try and make his escape, but he has no Shadow Plate. Gets a little bit of space there, caught by the Pit of Malice, and now he is definitely dead. Double kill for Abed, 4 down on the side of Liquid, and Fnatic lost very little. All they lost was a tier 1 tower and gained an opportunity to take that mid tower themselves.
Yeah. It cost Liquid so much to be able to go for that push, and now Fnatic with 4 heroes dead. Let's see how easy they find theirs. So the Venomancer has to be here if they want to prep for this. Doesn't look like this is a tower they're going to defend though.
TP's into the tier 2, but Kuro's already farming top, and GH, rough laning phase that he's had, he needs some time to farm as well, and that's why he's sitting bottom lane trying to finish up his Blink Dagger.
He's still going to get it at an okay-ish time, but...
Yeah. Didn't get any of those last hits, though, and that would have actually gotten him the Blink if he'd just gotten all 4 of them. Kind of needed, too, because Fnatic are attempting that Roshan they tried earlier. They have no vision from Liquid to be able to see this. On top of that, really aggressive wards from Fnatic, so they're going to be able to get it for free.
Roshan has fallen to the enemy.
And Liquid really got nothing out of that. I mean, they tried to push out top lane, but Envy managed to get the deny on the tower anyway.
Yeah, really well done right now from Fnatic. They're playing...
Catch Pylai die. Sorry, Rubik. That is your time to die. At least he reveals the Blink Dagger. Pylai die will probably call that a win.
Pai's like, I got 2 waves out of that. Really too sad about that? Not really.
I feel like Pylai die is like some sort of suicidal information broker.
Oh, he is. A lot of pros, like, they respect him for that. I know it's kind of a meme, but he always commits. He gets Corse to commit to him, which I think is so massive. And people don't realize, like, that means Mind Control can't pressure any other side of the map. They know where he is. It allows Abed to play pretty greedy. Envy gets to do whatever he's doing right now.
He got to go for the courier. He does have a Divine Shield up. They get it off in time. And now, well, they don't really have the control. Unfortunately, it's a Witch Doctor hard. At least they can get the Paralyzing Cask here.
Oh, they got him.
Get the time.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Sure.
Did not think they were going to be able to get that in time from GH. Mind Control.
Yes, sir.
Well, he's got a Shadow Blade.
All right, so Pi did create space.
And Eternal Envy. Not sure what he really did with that space.
But they are going to grab this bottom tower as a result. Universe being very stable right now, just pushing out this bottom lane. And Liquid, it's still only a 1k gold lead for Fnatic, despite it feeling as though they've had large control of this game for such a long time. And it's this Venomancer who, despite dying 6 times, is still ahead, or was, for a brief moment, ahead of the Gyrocopter net worth.
Yeah, Matamba Man always keeping up his farm by using the wards.
Yeah, snake it up. He's just continuously farming Ancients out. They stole a good amount of the Ancients that Abed would have liked to steal too. That was the early commitment they made into the jungle.
Yeah.
That bottom play when they killed Pylai Die, they were able to grab some creeps. Not bad at all.
So what is Fnatic going to do with this Aegis pickup for Abed? He's trying to get a BKB right now, but I would not be surprised if Fnatic tried to take a fight without it. They're going to lead here on GH. GH needs to get a Burrow Strike out of distance up the stomp. Still gets hit by it, though. Going to be run down next to the Tier 2. Nobody from Liquid can TP in for that.
Yeah. And now this might be a Tier 2 for them, as Universe is already set up at top. He's got his ulti too if he wants to pop it.
This is exactly what you need, right? Universe is going to be that guy who makes sure they don't really get the mirror play, where Liquid is also able to take a Tier 2.
Exactly. And this is why his positioning is so important, because he could always go for the Dark Rift play if his team at bottom decides to get hit, but instead he's going to sit here. His position.
Oh, they're just going to go for the high ground. They say, Universe, we need your pipe and mech to be able to go high ground right now. We're going to try and make this play and force Liquid into an awkward position.
And they're just going to back out.
All right, apparently they're just going to start backing up, but Mind Control is already spotted by this deep ward, so they're going to be able to catch him in the act of trying to go for this gank. Mind Control already down to low HP. Avalanche out on 3, but it doesn't make much of a difference. And now, with that kind of opening, 45 seconds on a death timer for the big Tiny.
I mean, doesn't Matama Man just continue to throw down snakes and
make it really difficult to push? Yeah,
I don't know if Fnatic is going to have the easiest time of this. They're going to start killing some of these.
Paralyzing Cast, that's actually going to be a bit of a problem. GH in the back line, stuns up Abed. He does have a BKB though, but already, Kuro's getting a lot of those stacks, up to 20 intelligence already. Telekinesis down to low ground, Imprisonment is there. It doesn't look like the stomp. Well, it does land. He is definitely going to be in some trouble here. Earth Splitter out. The Tubba Man's not going to be hit by that one, and Abed's going to lose his Aegis.
And the counter death ward from Pylai Die, it grabs Heen, as he's going to get banished right now. Does have the BKB available though.
He could definitely use it, but he's already stunned up by the Burrow Strike. Are they going to try and drop it? GH hit by the stomp, as well as Kuro on the back line, who has that Sanity's Eclipse ready to go. He's going to have to watch his Sand King die, but Fnatic are not going to push their luck, as they should. That was definitely a win, pushing out to that high ground. A decent use of their first Aegis.
What an awkward engagement. Just going high ground against Liquid's lineup. It's going to feel pretty difficult. They do manage to grab a lot of gold though.
Yeah, they did like no damage to the Tier 3, but they got a great fight.
Yeah, they didn't really lose anything out of that. They had to pop the 10-second BKB on Abed, which they're probably not too happy about. But overall some damage done to the tower. They got some kills. Heen got picked off by his own Death Ward. A Pylite Die stole. He's still hanging onto it.
Yeah, it's good damage. Especially with telekinesis. Mind Control's going to go for the pickoff on Eternal Envy.
I can just compare right now the impacts of the 4s, respectively, as GH is 2, 5, and 5. Doesn't have that much net worth.
Waiting for
Just look at
GH
this
to come around. They actually got a sentry down, spot him for a second. They know he's in this side jungle area. Spot him again, imprisonment out. GH should be able to land this follow-up. They're just going to go for the avalanche first. Burrow strike if necessary. All the damage in. And it is going to be enough. It was a little close. I thought maybe he had a chance to get off a time lapse there, but just barely enough. And he didn't go hood. He's going Lincolns against the Burrow strike.
Straight for the Lincolns. And he did take the 12th strength. I hate when people take the Shikuchi. You need stats on this hero, especially in a game like this.
Yeah. Matubba Man is in a bit of danger here, and he may not realize it.
Yeah, everyone collapsing on him right now.
Pit of Malice. Pylite Die is going to come in from behind. Paralyzing Cast does not slow down that telekinesis. GH actually put himself in the Pit of Malice. A Dark Rift going out. Universe trying to take them out of this one. Decides they've already won the fight, so he's going to cancel it and see if they can chase down more of Liquid.
Abed pops the BKB in response. But the Weaver's death is going to prove to be very costly right now for Fnatic because they can't grab more out of this. No other objectives for them to go for. And that is the beauty of the Venomancer pick. He's going to function in a way that even if Fnatic wins the fight, he's going to send them back. Keep them low. Just going to respawn, throw down some wards.
And if he gets the Halberd, he'll be extra effective against this OD carry. Heen in the wrong position. A stomp up. Telekinesis to pull him down into the low ground, maybe. Pylite Die grabs him, and he is very, very dead.
Yeah, this Underlord is on a mega kill streak.
That's not something you hear too often.
I mean, Universe is popping off in this game.
Yeah, he certainly is. Envy forced into a time lapse. Nothing major, though. Right now, this three-man of DJ, Pylite Die, and Universe in the mid lane is just kind of drawing a lot of attention. Abed and Eternal Envy have been free to farm this whole entire time in the side lanes. But Eternal Envy might get caught here. He throws it down stage, managed to catch him out. Now they need the full combination of mind control
They
to be able
got
to
him.
finish him off. Great kill. They bait out the bounty rune. GH blinks in, throws down a sentry, and catches Eternal Envy just like that.
And that is the third time that they found him in that top area. Just way overestimating how tanky he is. It shouldn't lead to any objectives, though, from Liquid.
Pylite Die spotted out by the wards. Now probably going to be stuck here.
They're going to lose another hero for this.
Universe actually approaching this one, trying to fight this out a little bit. He does have the Guardian Greaves, managed to get a really good Earth Splitter onto two heroes here. Actually didn't hit the Witch Doctor, just Matamba Man, who's now trying to come in. Oh, Abed with the BKB. He's coming in through the back line, trying to go for Matamba Man. Curl fighting him even through the BKB. They're just going to try and right-click
He's abandoned right now.
And now he's
Nobody's near
alone.
him.
He's completely slowed out. GH is going to be able to keep up with him. Has the magic stick, doesn't even need it to throw down a Burrow Strike. Abed, what was that?
Everyone right now is just dying randomly on the side of Fnatic. Abed comes in with his BKB. He's like, guys, I've got this. You are all gone. Kudos to me as Envy. Mind Control in position right now. They're trying to surround him. They might know about this TP. He's in a very good spot, though. Should not move and reveal his position. There's so much burst damage on their side. As they're going to drop the ward, they're going to find him here.
Burrow Strike out, but they don't have any follow-up disabled, so he gets out the time lapse.
Oh, can you imagine if Mind Control was there?
Yeah.
That would have been another kill onto the Weaver.
Mind Control was trying to do the extra efficient thing here and push top lane at the same time.
They might not get either of the towers, though, as a result of this.
You are right. Liquid are going to have to back out with 0 objectives taken.
Yeah. And Fnatic, they've got to be more disciplined in this game. And
I mean, when you say Fnatic, you mean Eternal Envy and Abed, because Universe is doing everything he can to create space.
Uni is like, guys, please just play good Dota.
Like, Universe is like hanging out on the Radiant tier 2s, like trying to draw as much attention as possible, and
yeah, this man is 5-0-10, has the highest net worth in the game. He's been in front of every single tower push, but it might not be enough as Liquid are finding key pickoffs. They have slowed down the progression of this Weaver by so much.
Yeah, I mean, he's just now picking up his Lincolns. He's been working on that for like the last 18 minutes.
He shouldn't die now, though.
True.
There's
longer
no
has to
easy
worry
way to
about
open up
Roche.
against him. But up at top, they're looking for it.
Burst strike initiation, mind control, followed up with the avalanche. Toss!
Easy pickoff, as once again, that is going to be another kill on the side of Liquid. Fnatic have slowed down their momentum by quite a bit. Roshan is up, though. I'd imagine that this is the target that both teams are going to look for next. Fnatic, it's imperative that they grab it, so when they make some of these more aggressive plays, they can actually back it up.
Mind control's just trying to turn into a carry at this point in time. He almost has an assault Cuirass.
Yeah, and at bottom, Kuro gonna go for the Hex.
Oh, with a Scythe of Ice.
Don't think he has enough damage for this. Envy gonna pop. Time lapse should be just fine, but that is another thing now for him to have to worry about.
Probably made the right read. No way for Sanity's Eclipse to do that much damage.
Yeah, he only has 16. But another thing for Envy to have to worry about with this late Lincoln's pickup.
Yeah. And don't they have to worry about just in general their heroes, their cores, not really going to scale the way an OD will, especially against the lower and lower BKB durations?
Yeah, that's the scary part right now. Because if you look at Liquid's lineup, it gets hard countered by a bunch of BKBs.
Yeah.
But right now, it is not looking like that. Halbert, though, picked up by Universe. This guy is a machine.
What do you even do with an Underlord this farmed?
Yeah. He's quite tanky, but he's not necessarily the hero they want to have all of this farm.
Yeah. Apparently, his answer is a Scythe of Ice as his next item. Abed working on a Butterfly. He's in an okay position of net worth. It's actually just Eternal Envy who is long and forgotten when it comes to the net worth charts, sitting just below 10K while everyone else is above 13K.
Yeah. You can't catch up, though, with one good fight. He has been the focus of Liquid's efforts.
And
He's been kind of the man sent to push out top lane, which is one of the more dangerous areas for him to have to go to in the first place. I'd imagine this is a conscious choice by his team, so it's hard to flame him too much. Mind Control gonna finish the AC, though. And Kuro gonna go for his MKB as he sees a lot of that evasion. Both teams gonna scout out that Roshan is available.
So that should be where our next big engagement occurs.
Yeah, and GH has really picked it up once again from the early game.
Fnatic managing to get both mid and bottom lane pushed in.
Yeah, they're gonna force somebody bottom.
Forcing a reaction and either going to smoke to kill that person in bottom lane or smoke to top.
Oh, they might just
Clear
find
out somebody.
Matama Man and Heen here.
That would be a big pickup. They're going to run into Heen first. He's going to tank the gank. Mataba Man needs to find a way out of here. He actually doesn't pop his BKB and teleport out. He actually turns on Pylite Die, gets him poisoned out, but now he needs to use that magic immunity to run away. Universe comes in to make sure Pylite Die will survive.
That top lane right now, though.
Man, is Pi still going to die? He's still going to die.
Pi is...
little bit more?
Oh, okay.
He's okay.
Universe ran back to him. He's like, stand by me, little guy.
Needed that that magic armor aura.
Pylite Die gonna pop the shrine for himself, but here comes Mind Control with the stun.
No, he thought he had lived.
Pi's like, joke's on you, fools. I'm bulletproof.
17 to 26. A 3,000 gold lead for Liquid right now. Fnatic kind of on the edge of losing control of this game entirely. Need to be able to pick up one big team fight, allowing them to take Roshan and retake control of this game.
The only kill it feels like they've gotten in the last 6 minutes is Heen.
Yeah.
They look like they were in such a comfortable position before they just started getting picked off. But bottom lane is being shoved out right now by NB as he's trying to send some Liquid heroes back, but Liquid more interested right now in the tier 2. And they're going to grab it for their efforts.
Stomp from the Elder Titan, trying to slow him down. The rest of Fnatic start pushing forward. But nobody from Liquid is TP'd back. Perhaps afraid for exactly that reason, that Fnatic are trying to catch them in the act.
He piked the missile. I like that.
That's a cute little play. Did it push the missile back?
I think
Or did
so.
it just push himself?
I mean, it pushed him for sure. Both teams, though, chief objective right now is that Roche. Liquid just
I mean,
always
Liquid
farming.
don't need the Roche, right?
Nah, they're always just farming. Like, Matama Man is camped out in this area, farming mid with his wards, farming the Ancients, trying to stay relevant to this game right now.
If anything, the more defensive and farmy that Liquid play, the more frustrated Fnatic's going to get, because they desperately need to get an engagement and then take that Roshan, but Liquid just seems to be eluding them every step of the way. It's going to be Liquid actually shaking up the pace here. They're going to go for a smoke. A 4-man behind Mind Control's Tiny at top lane. See if it draws any of the Fnatic members through this choke point. And it just might. Abed, Gyrocopter going to be spotted out, initiated on by the Burrow Strike. Sacrifice already following it up, but Epitomize is going to be able to deny everything. Universe stops that entire initiation in its place, and now Envy is going to be able to go for the back line. Goes for Heen. Damage already out onto Abed. He may have to pop his BKB soon. They turn on Envy and blow him up. Even if they get the Mind Control kill, it's not going to be enough. GH, he's also going to be dying here. 2 supports down on the side of Liquid, but they've killed the core of Fnatic. Looking
Abed.
like we may still be at a bit of a hold.
Matama Man took quite a bit of damage there. And Universe is still just that machine. He's a beast. He walks in front. Nobody from Liquid really wants to target him. But you have to get past him if you want to kill anybody else. Envy, though, a little bit isolated from the rest of his team. Fnatic continuing to use Universe as that giant wall.
The OD can go for him soon. Soon. Oh, he actually does have the MKB.
Yeah.
My bad.
He's going to go for the BKB next, too. Have not seen Kuro pop his ult, by the way.
Yeah, neither have I.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't really felt like he's racked up that much intelligence in a lot of these fights. Oftentimes, Fnatic, the fight's either already over or Fnatic have retreated out of range.
Dagon pickup, by the way.
Really? Just more burst damage against the Weaver?
Get him out of there.
You sound way too excited about that Scythe of Ice. On to poor DJ. Nice imprisonment. Pylai Die used that defensively on the support to see if they can get him out. Gale misses. And DJ thinking about turning here, seeing if he can get a Spirit Stomp on a Matama Man who's quite low on mana. Defensive Force Staff gets him out of the range of the fire. We'll get some bugs on him, but I don't think Fnatic are feeling like it can really push forward too much.
Right now, Fnatic, I mean, they're making a killing off of Heen at least. They have bet on that market, and it is paying dividends. Heen up to 9 deaths, but it is a Witch Doctor.
And he's sitting at 2,400 net worth, so that kill has not been worth a whole lot to them.
He
What's
doesn't
the last
care.
one? 260 gold?
He doesn't care at all.
No, I mean, he absolutely, he should try and keep as low net worth as possible. He should start selling his items. He
Get
should
it all
just be
out.
like, I am in it to die as much as possible and give as little gold as possible to Fnatic.
That's boss.
Yeah, Ice Frog didn't think about that one, did he?
The next level.
You
Didn't realize
fool
how
frog.
poor I could be.
GH as Yule Scepter trying to blink away. Envy does not have the Shikuchi, so we can't get the instant damage. And in the trees, he will TP out. Well played.
Pi was looking for it with the Astral.
Oh, they found Underlord with the MKB. Universe can no longer rely on that evasion, but he can still at least have the disarm.
That was still good amount of damage now. 20 int stolen. Gonna pop the Greaves, heal himself up. And it's gonna be Liquid that go for the Roshan themselves. They have to deal with this top wave. Fnatic gonna send the Underlord up there.
Spirit
bottom
is
wave
gonna
being
be
in good position.
a bit too late.
Yeah.
Gem actually picked up by the gyrocopter. So they feel like they absolutely need that counter vision right now. Give it to the Elder Titan. So Abed willing to play a little bit of support for his team.
I like it. They really needed it right now because it feels as though they're being starved out on the map.
Yeah.
I don't think Fnatic feels as though there's any place on the map that they can comfortably go without clearing vision first.
Yeah. Oh, this vision has been far too good for Liquid. GH.
Yeah, gonna get jumped on.
Chased away. He has a lot of ways to be able to disengage. Blink, Force Staff, Fuel Scepter, Burrow Strike.
Mid lane, another dig on level picked up by Matama Man. He is hard committing.
Yo, you can't let mind control just bang on your tower though.
Somebody's got to come back. This is why you always have to deal with the waves before you go for anything else like neutrals.
Especially against any one of those big heavy hitters.
Yeah, that was pretty significant damage that he laid out on that top tower. And it looks like Liquid, they want to make this move up here. Universe, though, is going to be sitting right behind Abed.
Yeah, honestly, he only needs a couple more hits to finish him off. Burrow Strike in. They're going to try and blow up Abed. With the Scythe of Ice, they might just be able to do it, but now they start retreating. Seeing all these TPs in and knowing they didn't have enough burst damage, they just forced a reaction. That's good enough.
The missile's always on you, buddy.
And he still gets hit by the missile.
Kuro with the late imprisonment. He's like, well, I tried.
I could see Heen just like begging him, please imprison me.
Yeah,
Abed,
like, he knows who the true carry is on the side of Liquid. As Mind Control gonna walk up, has the cheese, but taking quite a bit of damage here. Cannot pop it during the Spirit Vessel. He's gotta be careful.
Holding on to the Earth Splitter there. I thought the ET might throw that down, but I guess when they do, it kind of means full commitment from Fnatic, and they weren't ready for that just yet.
That tower, though, 44 HP. Tama Man gonna deal with this mid creep wave. Just trying to get Fnatic members to come back. They do want to try to utilize this Aegis if possible. And they thought it was just going to be Abed alone at top. But that's the importance of where Universe is at all times.
A hasty smoke from 3 with Universe showing in the top lane. They're going to try and push through this bottom area. They may actually wrap into Liquid.
GH.
By surprise.
Oh, he's invis though.
Spots him now, but that is no good for Fnatic. In fact, if anything, they're kind of leaving Envy behind here. Universe. He'll be okay against the Tiny. And it's GH the one who's actually spotted out. Fuel Scepter, but he can't blink. All he can do is Burrow Strike to low ground, but Envy can still find the distance to be able to catch him.
Easy pick.
But what does it mean, Blitz?
Maybe they go for mid. Maybe they even wrap around for Mind Control. They know he's up in this area.
Yeah.
He has been firmly playing in this top lane.
And honestly, I feel like GH pickoff is cool, but it's nothing that guarantees domination. So you need something a little bit bigger.
Yeah, wonder if Liquid go for smoke eventually of their own. You still want to try to utilize this Aegis if possible.
Man, is Universe gonna go blink or something? With the, I mean, he's got the Scythe of Ice complete.
I don't know, maybe you just go like Shiva's and continue to like tank up.
Yeah. At least he won't have to worry about Sanity's Eclipse. He is a smart little under demon thing.
Yeah, he's cool. What's he got queued up next though?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. No ideas yet. They're pinging right now. The scan. That was a while ago, though. You're not running into anybody. Kuro was trying to find somebody because he does have the DD and an Aegis. They might just start hitting top once again. And that's why Envy trying to push out bottom. Make it so that somebody has to eventually come back for this.
It's probably going to be Envy, who's the one forced back to top lane first.
I don't know about that. Universe can just do this.
He can hold? I mean, Mind Control only needs one toss onto that tower.
Yeah, I think this might be a situation where Liquid has to break first.
All right.
They know what it's like to dive against an Underlord. It's not going to work. That's exactly why they are, in fact, going to go back. Probably not going to be able to utilize the Aegis. And in fact, that is the case as it fades.
this is definitely going to the bitter late game. Kuro's almost 6-slotted. I bet he feels fantastic.
I love Dota when it gets like this. And everyone's just farmed.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Everyone
Heen.
except Heen.
I mean, don't sleep on his dust.
Quick, Heen, use more of those consumables. Get rid of that net worth. Start throwing down sentries like you're feeding.
That's about to be... dude, he's got the 120 GPM talent.
Oh no, Heen, that was the wrong talent.
And I legit can't tell.
Well, this game goes on another 60 minutes, and we might just see another item out of it.
He will complete that Solar Crest. Fnatic gonna pause the game real quick.
I actually want to just get a Ghost Scepter or something. All right, it seems like Fnatic have a bit of a technical issue, so we'll go over the stats right now. What do we got? Like 5,000 gold lead right now for Liquid, but experience is actually in the favor of Fnatic. I don't know. What would you give it? You're favoring Liquid's position right now, right?
Yeah, but it's not such an advantage nowadays, like 5k gold.
Yeah.
Fnatic games are crazy.
So what would you put like win percentage?
I'd say like maybe 65%. What is the win probability?
I don't have
say?
Dota Plus, so I can't
don't
tell you
either.
what the win probability says. I'm sure our lovely cameraman scruff us.
Wait, they can't show us yet. I was about to say, why is it not showing on my monitor? I was like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever thought of.
That's not how any of this works. They almost have a nullifier.
And technology is
For
crazy.
Abad.
And I just don't get any of it.
William, you're a boy who lives on the internet. Something tells me you're hip with techno.
Not even a little bit. All right, so we got zoomed in shots of the 4 position players.
Understandable. They are the true MVPs.
GH always looks permanently confused. Like he's not quite sure why he's here.
You know what? You know why GH? I realized something. You know why GH is like so lovably adorable? Is the fact that he is just fearlessly inquisitive.
Yeah.
He is not afraid to ask any kind of questions.
No, not at all. Were you there when he said, I said, are you guys going to win today against Fnatic? And he immediately left the room and he said, this conversation is over.
This conversation is over. Man, he should have done that in an interview. Just walked away.
Yeah, but I don't even know if he can pretend to be
a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Same with DJ. DJ was always so nice to us in Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the rave guys. I saw Owen had a Zephyr shirt on. Go him.
Is that some sort of like shot at me?
No, I'm just saying.
Sorry, I didn't bring my Zephyr shirt.
Go him.
Blitz.
Look, all these guys. They're all unfailingly polite. As Abed is now back, looks as though we are going to resume the game.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Blitz.
What? Wait, what happened? I know what chat's doing, by the way. I just checked it real fast. Like, they are not voting for
They are already
what I would
spamming
consider.
#Keen.
Don't say it. Now you're going to just promote it even more.
They see it.
Oh, at top, mind control. Sentry is down. He should go down for this. No BKB on him.
He's not even going to try and throw the cheese. And he's just get the kill on Pi. Oh, no.
Pi?
Poor Pylite Eye.
Pi's like, easy kill. Ah, well, I guess I'm dead.
He even had the defensive null field on.
Was it defensive, though?
Not enough, clearly.
Hey, it's a
Doesn't
null
really
field.
protect you against
Yeah, it's not an
any
A on
spit.
this. Like, let's relax here. Alright, it's bottom lane. Kuro just hitting the tower now as Fnatic gonna make their way down pretty soon. Gonna use the glyph. That should signal the retreat.
All right, Universe is getting a blink dagger, so he can blink Scythe the OD, and then they can follow it up with the nullifier put on him. So even after he turns
He can't BKB.
back into an OD, he can't pop his BKB, can't Hurricane Pike for safety.
They've got a 4 staff though to save him. I'm surprised that Venomancer didn't go for one himself. I was about to say, like, why do you have your Aquila? but he just dished it. Also, he decided to go for the Gale Hero Impact, summons 2 wards.
What?
Yeah. That was a plot twist.
Huh?
I never see people get that.
The Nova one is 560 damage. Is he gonna drop the bomb? Drop the bomb. That's enough.
First time use.
Well played.
You're gone. Crow's like, now is the time. And he was correct.
Been storing it up all this while. He's got 20 intelligent that he's gonna walk away from that little skirmish with. No Roshan though. Roshan may respawn right now, and it's actually up in 35 seconds. But Liquid, not knowing that, are probably just going to go for the high ground push, see if they can force something out of Fnatic. Fnatic do not have a buyback on their Weaver. He's actually just shy about 500 gold.
A top tower.
So
Unhittable.
Universe is going for it. It's like, I got to push this out as much as humanly
The
possible.
level 25 challenge is 800 Poison Nova AoE. Okay. That top tower. The ward is going to finish it. No, Abed, in fact, is going to get the last hit as they are now going for the assault up here. No buyback on Weaver, like you stated.
They have plenty of homing missiles to throw out. Oh, yeah, you're right. Hurricane Pike does push it back. But here comes another one.
Another one. And another one. Just keep flying them out.
That push is coming in. They've actually taken a tier 3 at bottom.
Okay.
The double siege wagons are doing their work right now. Liquid got to pay attention to this.
Fnatic and bottom lane creeps. Name a more iconic duo. That is what's going to end the push. Are you kidding me? Sure. Why not?
All right, back to Roshan fight it is. Cheese being passed around, given to Matumba Man. I guess to make sure if he survives through an initiation, he can heal and get off Poison Nova. So wait, when the Gale, if it hits all 5 heroes, does it spawn?
Yeah. Ward.
All right. Well, I guess when you get the 3 Plague Wards.
Stun on a Pylite die.
My goodness, Pylite die is already gone.
He instantly buys back.
Yeah, they know this is going to be a fight around Roshan. Eternal Envy. Zooming around, picks up the Invis Rune. Careful, Envy! He's already been hit by the Scythe of Ice. GH holding on to the Burrow Strike a long distance, but a Scythe of Ice comes out from Universe, stopping the damage. And that means Envy's going to be able to get off his time lapse. Now, BKB popped by Kuro, still held in, disarmed out by, and took a lot of damage from DJ.
Yeah, DJ actually hits plus 205, or he did anyways.
And now Kuro has no BKB to be able to work with Fnatic. If anything, I think they just keep on forcing this one. Mind Control going to be hit by the missile. Scythe of Ice onto Envy. He is dead this time around. Another toss up in the air. Mind Control finished him, but Abed goes to work with all his AoE damage. Missile in the back lines. Imprisonment. Going to be able to save Kuro for the time being. A paralyzed
Very
cast.
nice cast.
What a hit from Heen. They've got a Dark Rift out of here. He's going to the epicenter. Wants to be able to blow these heroes up, but a Dark Rift away saves them all. Fnatic.
Nice. Dark Rift out. That would have been 2 dead heroes on the side of her Fnatic. But instead, Universe once again holds on to it. They do lose Envy, but a buyback is forced out on the side of GH.
And I'm not even sure if Liquid can really do anything about Roshan.
Yeah. Without the Tiny, that is a large source of their physical damage.
Yeah. With the ET still alive, really tough.
And now everybody from Fnatic coming in for this. I don't know if they can go for it either. This is probably one of those weird stalemate situations. GH just dealing with bottom.
Don't worry, GH. No one saw that.
Everybody smoked up on the side of Fnatic that is alive. Matumba Man has the BKB available, but they might just run into him here.
Matumba Man, they could just blow him up here with a Scythe of Ice, stomp in.
And he is
Now,
gone.
Matumba Man. He may be the one forced into a buyback. Fnatic apparently feeling like Envy dies enough. They don't need him. They just go for the engagement as 4 do successfully find the pickoff, catching Liquid unaware, and now we're going to try and take Roshan for themselves.
Yeah. Oh, man, the series between these two, the 4 games that have been played so far, have been stellar.
Immediate buyback and a 3-man smoke, trying to dodge the Spirit to make sure that DJ doesn't know about this.
Oh, he's going to run into GH, though. He's ping. Look at that instant ping.
Yep, he knows.
He knows. That is...
Tries to spot him out some more. Questioning whether Liquid is inside the Roshan pit or maybe trying to work their way around.
Yeah, that Arcane Rune is doing work here as MKB now complete by the Gyrocopter.
He's going to give up his Talisman of Evasion. Wasn't really doing much for him against the OT anyway. No, actually, he's going to swap it back in instead of his Phase Boots.
He's fast enough.
Yeah.
452 move speed. Not too concerned about that at all. But Fnatic, both teams,
Apparently, he needs to make up his mind. Which one are you going to take here?
they're playing so cautiously around this area.
Yeah.
Neither team willing to give up anything here. Pilot going to make the long wraparound play, but he's going to get run into. Doesn't have the buyback. The double ward.
Oh, now the side device, they jumped in. Kuro all by himself is challenging DJ, but he's
taking
already
a lot
low.
of
He needs
damage.
to get out of here. Kuro, the physical damage is going to overwhelm you. He doesn't have a way to be able to imprison himself. Side device immediately as the BKB falls. A force step forward, a little bit farther.
He needs to
Kuro.
imprison himself.
Oh no, he didn't imprison himself. GH, a homing missile coming in hot. Mind control, gonna be able to get an avalanche, a pretty good amount of damage on Abed, but he managed to pop his BKB, turning and fighting, get a full heal off. That's already him down, but Man pops the cheese, pops his BKB as well, but it's all magic damage. Fnatic, they're just gonna ignore all of that. They're gonna wipe out Liquid, that's all of them, almost all of them dead without buyback. Oh, it's only Heen who has the buyback. Fnatic, they're gonna go for Roshan, but I don't really think it matters too much.
Yeah,
They're gonna do Roshan pretty
fight.
quickly.
They managed to grab Hive, but Kuro goes in all by himself.
Oh, Kuro.
If they stick together at that point, they've got the numbers advantage. Pilot Die has no buyback, and then you can engage. But instead, Liquid have to take the fight one by one.
All right, we'll see how bold Fnatic's going to be here. Because they should just be able to end the game. Hit the tier 3, go tier 4s.
DJ, by the way, has been absolutely absurd in this game.
Hell, they don't even need to hit this tier 3. They already took the one at bottom.
DJ has been so crazy. Every single one of the Earth Splitters feels so value.
Glyph goes down. Fnatic have pinged the tier 4s. Still playing it safe, though. Just going for the lane of Rax. Enos back now. And Fnatic, they actually had a chance to end this game. Liquid might just be able to hold on against Megas. Sure enough, Fnatic are just a little bit too scared of overextending themselves and throwing this lead that they have. Ice Shard, or sorry, Refresher Shard dropped on the ground, going to be given to DJ so we can get the double Earth Splitter out.
So well done by Fnatic. Looked a little bit dicey. One Pilot Die went down.
Yep.
But then we turn around and Kuro is in the middle of 5 heroes trying to snipe DJ out.
All according to plan for Pilot Die.
Sure. Pie's ultimate death. The revenge.
Well, they can deal with Megas a bit. They have Mind Control, who's really good at being able to clear through these waves. Maybe the rest of his team, not so much.
God, that gold, 21k now. That is... that fight.
Oof. This is a classic Fnatic game, that's for sure.
Abed, though, has the Moon Shard. They're quite strong right now, just waiting things out. If they find any sort of pick-off, I think they should be aware at this point that there isn't any buybacks. Or not very many on the side of Liquid anyways.
Yeah, this has been kind of a notorious problem with this patch. Jump forward, side device from Universe. Already catching Kuro. Telekinesis is going to be able to follow that one up. They're going to try and go for the stomp here. Pulled him out of the range of the stomp, though. And now he is able to get off the imprisonment. Multiple tosses in the air, but the imprisonment self one from Pilot Die buys him a little bit of time from Universe, but Kuro's going to be chased down by Eternal Envy with a double damage. Turns and fights, but it's futile. He's already dead. Has to buy back. And Fnatic, having forced 2 buybacks, feel comfortable with the lead that they have just achieved.
Yeah,
they've
once
taken
they see
Megas, they've forced 2 buybacks, and will retreat once again.
And once they see the Heen buyback, they're immediately going to go on the run.
True. Heen is probably most dangerous when he has no buyback.
As Liquid, and the damage just isn't there. You saw GH go in, whiffs on the stun. This team right now is in tatters.
Fnatic, there's no rush. They can just farm, make sure they have buyback on all their heroes.
Absolutely secure this game.
The huge win against Liquid for them, seeing as they lost this series previously. It would be heading to to their first grand finals together. Smoke up from Fnatic. Abed going to reveal himself, the rest of the team hiding behind him. Liquid, are they going to try and jump Abed here? They are going to burrow strike out. BKB activated, but defensive imprisonment once again from Pylai Die, and Eternal Levy's just going to try
the
and
double
lay
Earth
as much
Splitter
damage out on Kuro. Matama Man takes so much damage from the double Earth Splitter, trying to get away with a BKB, but Eternal Levy will manage to finish him off. Back to the back line, Snowfire out. Kuro drops the hammers, not any damage though. Epicenter coming, complete whip with the burrow strike. Imprisonment not going to save him, and that is Liquid wiped and out of this game 1.
Really well done by Fnatic. They were so patient. Huge props, by the way, to Universe, who goes 9-0 and 21. DJ on that Elder Titan. You can make a case.
10-2 and 27.
Yes, you can make a case for either of them being an MVP. I don't think they're gonna get it. I know you guys are gonna vote for Heen, so I'm not even. I've given up. Zero hope. I'm not even gonna beg. Go for it. Be yourselves.
Good work. You've broken Blitz. That's all I want out of every single tournament.
I know in my heart of hearts that Uni or DJ deserve this, but I know that they won't win.
But here at Corsair DreamLeague Season 9, we are a democratic tournament.
Sure, why not? Everyone deserves a voice. I can't wait to see what the MVP is.
That's
this in
right,
my
chat.
honor.
Every single one of you. I don't care if you're Herald Zero. Get in there and vote who you think is the MVP, and we'll see after the break who it is.